Hello dear students, I welcome all the standard 9 students on this online classes. So last class already we have discussed about gravitational force, universal law of gravitations, yes, and the formulas of universal gravitational law, and related to that one how to calculate also we have discussed, and I hope all of you have understood. So one thing we found that if two objects are there which are having different masses, then a force of attractions are always acting between them. So here one question is arising, why earth does not move towards smaller object? At the same time, according to the universal law of gravitation, it is said that each and every two objects are experienced with the force due to one another. That means if two objects are there which are having the mass m1 and m2, so m1 on m1 the force will be experienced due to m2, and on m2 the force will be experienced due to m1. So earth is attracting all the objects towards its center. But is it possible that other objects are also attracting the earth towards themselves? So that one is the weak question here. That one we will be going to discuss and we will learn. So why earth does not move towards smaller objects? Okay, let's start this one. We all know earth attracts every other things on it by gravitational force of attractions. We know that. Yes, earth attracts each and every object towards its center or towards its surface. Yes, this can be explained by the universal law of gravitations. We can explain that one, we can understand that one through universal law of gravitations. Let's begin with the universal law of gravitations. The universal law of gravitation states that every particles in the universe exerts a force on other particle. That means two particles are there or two objects are there, one particle exerts a force on another particles, and that another particle exerts the force on that previous particles. So like that it is going on. That's why this one is called as universal law of gravitations. Okay, so earth attract each and every object towards its center. Then is it possible that, or is there any kind of force are acting on the earth surface? Yes, due to some other object. Let us know about that one also. So all planetary motions including the sun, the planets, the moon are governed by this law because of the gravitational force of attractions between them, between planetary, that means between two heavenly bodies, that planetary motions are happening. Okay. As earth exerts gravitational force on all objects near its surface, so every object also exerts a force on the earth too, as per the Newton's third law of motions, because Newton's third law of motion said that every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So no doubt earth is attracting each and every object towards its center. But according to the Newton's third law of motions, that object also will try to attract the earth towards itself. Otherwise that Newton's third law is failed one. So because that Newton's third law is the true one, fact one, that's why that one is also happening. So every object also exerts a force on the earth too, as per the Newton's third law of motion. So the third law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reactions. We have already studied about it. Okay. But objects experience motion towards the earth and not the vice versa. That earth is not moving towards the object, but the objects are moving towards the earth. Why? What is the reason behind it? Let us know about that one. The earth does not experience motion towards the objects near its surface. Earth will not move. Yes? Why? After all, the earth did not move towards the apple, but the apple is moving towards the earth surface. Let us see an explanations for this phenomenon. Okay? Consider an apple of mass 100 gram. 100 gram it is there near the surface of the earth. That means on the surface of the earth also we can see. Okay. The force of attraction between earth and the apple is given as above according to the formula, universal gravitational law, or the formula, that is F is equal to G into m divided by r square. Okay. That force we can calculate that one. So substituting the values, what we will get? G, gravitational constant, we know the value 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. Then the mass of the earth is 5.97 into 10 to the power 24, and the mass of the apple is 100 gram. That one we need to convert to kilogram. That's why 100 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole divided by distance between them. So because that apple is present on the surface of the earth, that's why from the center the distance we will take as the radius. So the radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 into whole square. Okay. So after solving that one, what we will get? Force is equal to 97 into 10 to the power minus 2 Newton. Okay. Then F is equal to 0.97 Newton. So what is the meaning of that one? 0.97 Newton amount of force. So the earth exert force on the apple causing an acceleration given as above. So earth use that much amount of force, that is 0.97 amount of force on the apple to attract it towards its center with an acceleration A is equal to F divided by m. We can calculate the accelerations of the apple also. Yes. So the accelerations comes out as above, that is A is equal to F divided by m, because force is equal to mass into accelerations. So just simply we have to put the values of F and m. So A is equal to 0.97 whole divided by 100 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter per second square. So A accelerations is equal to 97 meter per second square. Okay. With that much acceleration, that apple is falling towards the center of the earth. An equal magnitude of force is exerted by the apple on the earth also. Yes, according to the Newton's third law of motions, an equal amount of force is exerted by the apple on the earth's surface also. Okay. So accelerations of earth is given as above. So the acceleration of earth also we need to calculate. So acceleration of the earth is equal to force divided by mass. Yes. So how much amount of force? Equal amount of force only. So 0.97 divided by mass of the earth, 5.97 into 10 to the power 24 meter per second square. So the acceleration is coming here 0.16 into 10 to the power minus 24 meter per second square. See, this one is coming very negligible one, 0 point something, but the acceleration is an insignificant value and it is approximately 0 only. So earth does not move much towards the apple. That is the reason because of which earth is not moving towards the apple. So this phenomenon is also a consequence of the first law of motions. So through the first law of motions, we will try to understand this one, why that earth is not moving. So now let us understand this with Newton's first law of motions. The first law or the law of inertia states that a large mass requires a larger force to change its state of rest or uniform motions, because inertia is directly proportional to the mass of the object. If more mass, then it will be required more amount of force to move its states. Yes. So earth is a body of enormously large mass and requires an enormously large force to experience motions. If we compare that mass of the earth and mass of the apple, which one is easier for us to move? Obviously that apple only. Yes. So the object near the surface of earth do not exert such magnitude of force. So whatever the objects are present on the surface of the earth, that cannot provide that much amount of force on the earth to move it. Okay. That is the reason behind it, because of which that earth is not moving but all the other objects are moving towards the surface of the earth, and the earth does not move towards object near its surface. So let us revise what we have discussed. Our earth also attracts objects near its surface with a gravitational force. From third law of motion, object also exert a force of equal magnitude on the earth's surface. Yes? So this force is insignificant relative to mass of the earth. That's why only one part we can experience, but the other part it is not experienced. Okay. So earth does not experience any motions towards object. Yes, but the object experience motion due to gravitational force of earth. Okay. So I hope all of you have understood this one. Okay. Thank you.